everybody. Happy Monday. I don't know if anyone ever thinks Monday is happy, but I'm here today to do a Monday mini with you. And I thought for the rest of the month of April, we would focus on some cool flower themed paintings since April showers bring May flowers. We're gonna be hopping into May. So I thought we could do some flower tutorials the next couple of weeks and just kind of figure out like different ways to create flowers that are unique and stand out. So if you haven't been here before, welcome. This is a Monday mini, which is a tutorial in under 30 minutes. It is a time for you to set aside for yourself and not feel guilty for it. And I like to basically say it's a time to find for painting and kind of, find that it's never been so easy to sit down for these 30 minutes and really dedicate your learning to doing this and your self-care to this time. So grab your paper, your canvas, your paints, and we're gonna paint. Also, if you're looking for the supply list, it is in the description, so you can pause the video, check out the supply list, come back, and follow along. So we're gonna start today. We're gonna make a little border. So I have a ruler here, I have my pencil, and I'm just gonna create a little 2-inch border, or sorry, this is centimeters, 2 centimeter border across. You could do 2 centimeters, or you could come over here and do basically 1 inch if you wanted to, depending on where you're at. Your metrics might be different. So I might actually just do a 1 inch because I think most people use inches. So we're gonna create a 1 inch there, come over here and do that. And we can create a couple little marks because we wanna make sure our line is going to be straight. So we can just come along and just leave that 1 inch along the sides here. And then the same with the bottom. I guess I could come up from this way, it'd be easier. And then I would use painter's tape. I do not have painter's tape because my daughter stole it, so I don't know what she did with it. So I'm just using washi tape, but I would use painter's tape. This might bleed, I'm not 100% sure. And we're just going to put tape down on this line. So just keeping it as even as we can. We can rip it off. And I'm gonna do the same thing along this side here as well. We're just creating a little border. It's actually a pretty border. We can keep it on here. All right. Okay, so we have our border here. We're gonna fill this in with an ombre effect. So you can pick whatever color you want, and I'm gonna do one color, and I'm just gonna keep adding white so it gets lighter and lighter. So I'm gonna do a pretty light color. I think maybe I'll pick, let me see here. Do we have like a pretty purple? So I have some purple here. I'm gonna put that on my plate, and I'm gonna put some white on my plate too. So you can choose any color you like for your background. Purple's my favorite color, so I chose that. And I'm gonna grab my large flat brush here, and I'm gonna grab just some purple off to the side there. And maybe actually I might start with this deep purple just on the very corner. So I'm gonna go on an angle. I'm gonna try not to hit my border. So I wanna kind of stay in this shape here. So I got some dark purple here coming in, and then I'm gonna grab some white and we're gonna mix it in with this purple. And you wanna get it a little lighter because we're gonna create that ombre effect. So now we can come in and grab some more white. And we're just going to go back and forth. We're just going right over top of where the two colors meet. So we just want to go back and forth. And I like that light purple. I'm going to bring it in a little bit further down. Grab even lighter purple now. And then you can choose to keep going lighter and lighter all the way down, or you can start bringing back some darker purple if you want. So you can bring back a little bit of a darker purple now and kind of start doing that opposite. And I'm just going to grab that pure purple again and come in with that dark purple. And I can rinse out my brush. And then I'm going to take this tape off. So, actually, you know what? We'll blow dry it first, and then I will take the tape off. Okay, so we're going to take the tape off. We have a nice even edge here. I see I have a little bit of purple here. I must have went over it. Let's see what we can do. Maybe we can wash it off. I don't know if it's too late. That's okay. We can always put a little bit of white over there. Just try not to go over your tape. And then we're going to go in here and we're going to put in some really pretty flowers. So we can start, you could either draw them out first if you wanted to, or you can just go ahead and freehand paint. We're going to draw them out first and then we can fill them in. And then we're going to go over again with black and kind of make them, the black kind of around them not really match. So I have my pencil here, and I'm just gonna come in and draw some lines, and I don't really care if my flowers go like out of this line now. So I'm just gonna come up with, you're not gonna be able to see this too well, but I'm gonna put black after, or paint it after. So we're just gonna put in some random squiggly lines here for our flowers. And then these main floor ones, so we're gonna just come up with this. I just have a black gel pen here. I'm just gonna put this in so you can see them better. And then you can go ahead and you can put any lines that you want off of this. So if you want to do, you know, maybe one's coming down like this or up, and we're just gonna have some leaves coming off here afterwards. We're just drawing a whole bunch of fun little lines here. And then we can go in and we can put some flowers here. We can put some leaves. So I am going to take and put a little bit of green on my plate. So I just have like this dark, almost like a hunter green. This one's called classic green. And then I'm gonna bring in a little bit of light green too. So maybe even just a little bit of yellow, and I can mix it with my green. And we are gonna go ahead and grab a filbert brush. So this is a size 8 filbert brush. It's probably actually a little bit big. You could go with like a size 4 or size 6 for this. I'm just gonna mix. I might switch to even my round brush. And we're gonna just leave some of this green. And then we're gonna grab some yellow. We're just gonna lighten this green up. There we go. So we got 2 different shades here. I'm gonna grab even a little bit more. Maybe I'll use this yellow's a little bit better. Sometimes that brand, the Basics Acrylics, is a little bit, some of the colors are not as dense. So I'm gonna grab some of this yellow. So any yellow you have will work, but this is gonna bring it a lot lighter, and that's what I'm looking for. There we go. So we just keep mixing until we find the color we want. There's no rush. Just enjoy what we're doing here. And then I'm gonna take that excess off my brush. And I'm gonna come and grab a little bit of this green right here and some of this green here. And we're gonna have both on our brush. So we have some here, some here. We'll have a couple different colors you'll see there. And then we can come out from here and just place some leaves. So just kind of coming out on both sides. And just use this brush as a shape for our leaves. We're going to be putting some more black on here after. So this is going to really pop out. And the fun is just using the shape of these leaves, or this shape of this brush, just to create the leaves. So we don't have to have it perfect. We're present over perfect. And we're just enjoying the process of however it lands. So a lot of the times we take into our lives some, you know, perfectionism, right? So here when we're painting, we can drop that, and maybe we can, you know, create a habit of being present over perfect, and then we can bring that into our everyday lives with other things as well. So even if we start here, it's a great place to start. And this is looking so pretty and just so super simple. You're just stamping. You're just stamping. And I just keep grabbing my light green on this side, my dark green on that side, and then I come down here and I just do a couple swipes down, and you're gonna see on the plate there we have two different colors, right? And that's what's going on our brush. And then when we bring that brush down to stamp it, we have those two colors on there. And we can put these leaves wherever we want. So I'm gonna, you know, put maybe a little bit coming right off of this main stem. They don't all have to have a stem coming off of a stem, if that makes sense. And we're creating lots of leaves here. So this is, you know, turning into summer. I know in the winter time or in the fall even, well, winter we don't really put leaves when we create, you know, trees or anything like that. In the fall, we tend to put less, but because we're going into spring and summer, we're getting more leaves. And that's just why I'm putting a good amount here. Okay, so we'll leave it like that. I'm going to clean out this brush. And I love that green and purple together. It's just so nice looking. Contrast each other beautifully. And then I want to come in and create some flowers. Now, I'm trying to think of what color I want. I'm thinking like maybe a deep red and like a coral maybe. So let's try that. So let's see what I have here. I have just red, like fire engine red. So I'm gonna put some of that on our plate here. And then I have some orange, cadmium orange. I'm gonna put some of that on my plate. I already have some yellow. We're gonna do a little bit of mixing. So let's take that filbert brush again. Let's keep the red there like it is. And then let's put some orange and some yellow. Let's mix that in here. Try not to touch the green. I'm running out of room here. Get a little bit of white. Just get a lighter hue here. So now we have that coral color and we have some red. So I'm going to scoop some red here, some coral here. We're going to come up like that again. You're going to see we have the two colors. And then on the ends where I want flowers, I'm going to put some flowers there. So we can come up and just almost do like a little like a little squiggle. So squiggle, squiggle like that. And then, you know, here squiggle, squiggle. This is just going to be just our first coat here. So this is just our, we're going to do a lighter one. So we're going to have that there. This is just the in behind, if that makes sense. Oh, I think I did that backwards. So we got some coral there, we got some red here, and we're just gonna go right down the center. So I'm basically creating 3 little squiggles, and I'm gonna do one more right here. I might do actually one right there too. And like I said, it's okay if it goes out of that purple. So I'm gonna leave that like that. I'm gonna clean up my brush, and then I wanna create a lighter, little bit of a lighter tone. So I'm gonna go for orange and red. I mean orange and yellow, sorry. Just mix that in. And then I'm gonna grab some orange and some of this lighter color, and we're gonna do that. Hopefully we can see enough of a difference. I might put a little bit more yellow. It seems like it's too close. We want to have it enough where we can see it like that green. There we go. Okay. Then we're going to go over our flowers just a little bit here, so another little squiggle. And that's just going to show in behind there. The darker is going to show in behind. I'm going to come in with a little bit of that dark color again and just bring it up. Just a little blend. So just going into that dark color, just while the flowers are wet, just a little blend upward into those petals. We can clean out our brush. And then I'm gonna go ahead and blow dry this again, and then we can come in with some fun accents. So we're gonna come in and we're gonna do some fun things. I got my black gel pen here, and we're gonna go ahead and just do some fun little lines around our leaves. I'm gonna actually just thicken this up a little bit here. Just the main ones here, so. And then we can go around our leaves. So you could always leave it like this if you like it. Let's see what happens if we do a little bit of fun around here. So put a couple little lines. Maybe even some squiggly ones. So it just really depends what look you're going for, and that's like exactly why we're here for Monday Minis. So Monday Minis are here to expand your creativity. So I can show you different ways to do different things. So like if you look over here and you just like, you know, just that nice coat of paint without those harsh outlines, and that's your style, then that is beautiful. That is perfect. If you like a little bit more, you know, of a fun aspect instead of a realistic aspect, then you can go ahead and you can add thicker black lines to your paintings. So I'm just here to show you options, and then you can go in and decide what you like better. So feel free to tell me in the comments, which one are you feeling more? Did you like it just plain? Are you liking these black fun lines? And I think what I like about this is just the lack of really control, right? Like we're just I'm loosely just putting my wrist with squiggly lines. I'm not trying to make it, you know, have any specific look. It's creating its own look in the looseness of what we're doing here. And sometimes that's when we come up with the, you know, most successful paintings, most enjoyed paintings, is when we just knew we could let loose. There's no constraints, no right or wrong. There's just something relaxing about just letting it happen. so much of my day is structured all the time. So to do an activity that is not structured, it feels good. Kind of reminds me what it's like to be a kid again. So there we go. We have all our leaves outlined, and now we can go in and we can have some fun with our flowers. So we can go in and create, I like to create like almost like a little base where my flowers start. And then I'm just gonna do some fun squiggly, once again, squiggly lines. It doesn't have to be completely perfectly around the flower. You can go a little wild, that's fine. We can create the ones in the back here. And we have a few lines going, and that kind of makes it fun. So if I hold that up, I'll show you. I love that look. So once again, just coming up, just squiggly. And we do the ones in behind. A little bit of wet paint still. And then we have a beautiful painting. Super, super easy to do, lots of fun, and in under 30 minutes. So this is something that you could frame and hang on your wall. The next couple weeks we're going to be doing some more flower themed. So I can try to keep a couple the same. You can mix and match these paintings. Also beautiful for like the fronts of cards if you like to make your own cards. I just see one thing I want to do that's just bugging me. I'm going to do that really super quick here. Just see this little end. I need a little leaf there. There we go. And then I can come in and just create my little squiggly. All right. So if you enjoyed this video and you would like to see more like this, subscribe to my channel, hit the bell. Every Monday I come live for a Monday mini. And also feel free to check out my other social media platforms in the description. And there's also going to be a couple videos that will pop up for you to see as suggestions, which are more Monday minis. So feel free to click on one of those and check out my next video. Thanks so much, everybody. Have a good night.